So the trap is set. There's the plate with the chicken. There's 3 pieces of chicken leading up to it. That's the same cardboard I've been using. And let's hope it gets a cat.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It is 8:23 a.m. I don't know if you could hear the noise in the background, but my neighbors have landscapers in their yard right now. And they're making a lot of noise, so they probably scared away Ziggy and Eva. I don't know. I'm hoping they stop soon. And so that's where that stands. Today's the day. Stella, today is the day. Today's the big day, Stella. We're going to get Ziggy and Eva in the traps. We're going to bring them inside. And then all 7 of the cats are going to be done. They're all going to be in the room. They're all going to be done tomorrow. They'll go to the vet. And then they'll come back and everything will be good. Right, Stella? So this morning I slept in a little bit. I didn't wake up until around 7:30, which was nice because the plan is to put the traps out like last time a little bit later. And I'm going to give Stella, Boo, Splash, and Simba their breakfast first because the kittens had a meal at 4 o'clock in the morning, right, Stella? You slept through it. You and Boo both slept through it, but at 4 a.m., all I heard was like knocking on a door. It was like a door just being jiggled and moved, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I had to get up and see what was going on, and it ends up the cats were hungry, and they're like jiggling the door. They're like, hey, we want food. So what I had in there was those Ziggy, kind of like the crunchies, and then I had a bag of Temptations. So I just grabbed a platter, and I put the food on a platter, and then there were 2 other small plates in there, and I put food on those plates, so they had some dry food. I looked at the security camera. Pretty much all of them ate. Whoever was hungry ate some of the food, so I'm expecting the plates to be empty, and then they settled down, which is good. Right, Stella? So that way we were able to get a little bit more sleep. Right, Stella? And here's Boo. Boo says he was woken up at 4 a.m. also, but he was woken up by me, not the other cats. He would have slept through that, but I had to get up and I woke him up. Right, Boo? And Boo doesn't like the noise outside either. Hello, Splash. Here's Splash. He got some pets this morning. Boo just came out. How you doing, Splashy? And here's Simba. How you doing, Simba? So when I got up at 4 a.m. to give the other cats crunchies, I think Simba wanted a snack also, because then he jumped on the bed when I tried to get back to sleep, and he was like wanting pets and attention, and I knew he really wanted a snack, but I was like, I'm not getting back up, Simba. You can wait until tomorrow. You're a grown cat. You're not a growing kitten. Right, Simba? He's not too happy about that. It's 8:35 a.m. Both Boo and Splash were by the door. Right now it's just Boo. I have not heard him hissing at anybody. He's just hanging out here. Maybe they're putting their paws under the door. So at 4 o'clock in the morning when they were shaking the door, I figured they were putting their paws underneath it, and that's what would make the door shake. And it's a heavy wood door, so it makes quite a bit of noise. It's 9 a.m. Let's see what's going on in here. Good morning. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Goldie. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Sammy and Ringo. I'm assuming you guys are under the day sofa. Hello. So the first thing I'm going to do in here is clean up. I'm going to clean up the plates. I'm going to scoop the litters. They ate all the food. Every bowl, every plate is completely empty. Hello. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Ringo. Hey, Richard. Look at these two. Look at these 2 love bugs. Hey, Nancy, you going to give me a pet? Here, you want to smell my finger? One thing that I notice is, and I don't want to jinx this, is that if I put my hand out, they do smell it. They don't swat at it. I haven't had anyone swat at me. Sammy tapped my hand a few times. Like I've put my hand in front of her and she like tapped it, but it wasn't a vicious swat. Nancy, can I have a pet? No? You want to be brushed? You want a pet? Okay, I'm going to pet Richard. Let's pet Richard. He's a little spooky right now. You like being petted. You like your pets. You like your pets. He likes it, he just forgets. Okay, see how nicely I pet him? You don't want no pets? I'm very close to Nancy right now. Can I pet you? No? No pets? No pets for Nancy? Can I pet your back? Can I pet your back? Okay. I touched your back. I touched your back. Okay, I'm going to scoop the litters, okay? Put your back again? No? Okay. She jumps onto the day sofa, so I'll leave her. That was progress. Yesterday was progress. She played with me, so that's good progress. So today I am giving them 2 platters of food instead of all individual plates. I want to see what will happen if I do this. So Goldie came out to eat. Richard's eating, Sammy's eating. Here comes Nancy. She's going to look. So then it's just Ringo. So I am going to leave the room and hopefully he'll come out and they'll all eat and we'll see how this goes. I just looked outside and there's little Eva. She's looking for food. So the goal was for me to eat something and then put their trap out. So that's what I'm going to do. It is 9:38 a.m. and once I set the trap outside, I'm confined to this room so I can hear if it goes off. So I just moved my computer in here with my hard drives and I'll be doing some work here, cleaning up the kitchen. I think I have everything I need. I have to make sure everything is set up and ready to go. I took the gate off the door. I have the towel ready to throw over the trap. So the only thing I need to do is put food in the trap and put it out. So this is what's left of the rotisserie chicken that I bought yesterday. All the cats ate like the entire breast, and then I ate the drumstick and half the thigh. So we still have half of a chicken today. So this is what I'm going to use to bait the trap. Here's the plate. I do need to cut the plate a little bit so it fits better. And yeah, I'm just going to put some chicken on it and I'll probably put a trail of chicken leading to the plate and let's hope it works again. I think this is okay. I cut the side of the plate off, which is what I've been doing, and I'll use like 3 of these pieces to form a trail of chicken and then I'll put the rest on the plate in the trap. So let's see what happens. So the trap is set. There's the plate with the chicken. There's 3 pieces of chicken leading up to it. That's the same cardboard I've been using. And let's hope it gets a cat. I'm thinking maybe I need to put something a little stinkier in there. This chicken's not too stinky, but we'll see. If I don't get a cat within like a half hour, then maybe I'll add some kind of tuna or something. It's 9:45 a.m. and look at this. Here comes Eva. Here comes Eva. Please be by yourself, Eva. I don't want Ziggy to see. I don't want Ziggy to hear or see. There she goes. But there she is. She just took a piece of chicken out. So yesterday, because we put the practice trap out, she, ate food out of the trap. So hopefully she'll do that again today. She took the food out, ate it, went back in. That's what she did yesterday. So let's hope she does it again today. This would be great because it would be really fast. So I have about 10 hours to trap 2 cats because I need to get them trapped by 8 p.m. And it gets dark earlier. We have to remember the days are getting dark. The days are getting much shorter and it's October. I can't imagine doing this in December when like the days are the shortest that they are. Okay, we're so close now. We're so close. So I'm at the door with the towel. I don't want her to see me. All she has left is the plate. She just has to go back in and get the plate. I just want to hear the trap. Go back in and eat. There she goes. I don't want her to see me. Okay, so that worked. I got the towel on as fast as I could. I pulled the cardboard out just because it was already half out and I didn't want it to block the door. So I'm gonna take her in really fast and put her in the room, let her calm down, and then get another trap ready for Ziggy. So I got the transfer cage set up with the litter box inside of it. I put all clean litter in this box. I should have had that done ahead of time, but I wasn't thinking. So I'm gonna cover this part. I have the connector piece on, secured with clips, and also 2 of these carabiners. So hopefully she won't be able to get out of that. She's been howling a bit. She's not happy. I think out of all the cats, she's been the most unhappy. There is the isolator. So I'm gonna hope she goes into this part so then I could put some food and water in this part, and there's nothing on the bottom here, so I need to put some newspapers and some training pads. Just, you know, right now she's just on the cage, so we'll see what happens. So here she is. She wants to get out. Go on the other side. Come on, go in here. There's the cage. Oh, it's not covered enough. I put the cover over it, so now it's completely covered. She could go in there. You okay? All right, baby? Very pretty fur. She's like gray, black, and brown. She's like a marble tabby tortie, kind of. She's looking around, seeing what's going on. I need you to scoot over there. Scoot over. Scoot over. You scoot over. Okay? I have no idea where the other cats are. They all dove under the day sofa. So here is Nancy. There's Sammy. That looks like Ringo, and then back in the corner is Goldie and Richard. So she's trying to get out. She's looking for a way out, like on the top. So I'm hoping those carabiners hold. Move over. She just went in this side. I can hear the litter crunching. I just need to quickly put the isolator in. I need to get the bowl with the food and the water. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so she's on the litter right now, which means I can clean this part up and take the connector off. So I got this side all set up. There's a towel on the floor. There are training pads above the towel. There's a training pad at the bottom of the trap. There's 3 newspapers in here. There's a towel, and I gave her a bunch of chicken with some raw food and a bunch of water. And I put that directly on the newspaper, so hopefully, you know, it's not going to get spilled all over the place. I'm going to put the beige towel over this, and this is all secured, so hopefully she'll calm down, everything will be good, and now I have to go and get things ready for Ziggy. So here's what's going on right now. This trap and cage is completely covered. She's settled down. Things are quiet right now. All the other cats are still under the day sofa. Sammy did come out, but when I came in the room, she went back under. I just put 2 towels here because this is where the other trap and cage would go. I need to go in the garage, get the other cage ready, and put it here. It's going to be tight in this room. It's going to be very tight in this room for the next 48 hours, but this is temporary. So hopefully we'll get Ziggy. We'll get her in here today in the trap and the cage. And then tomorrow morning, we have to be at the vet by 8 a.m. So that's less than 24 hours from now. We have to be at the vet. Right now it's 10:10 a.m. So in 22 hours, we need to be at the vet. This is around the same time that Ringo was trapped, and everything worked fine with him. He used the litter box in the cage. He ate food. He was, you know, comfortable. So hopefully everything will be the same. I turned the water dispenser around so they can access it. I'm going to have to move that litter box out. I might put the litter box in that cubby hole and then take one of these, turn it on its side just to keep the litter from going like all over the place. So it ends up that I can't turn one of these cubes on its side because they're not exactly square. They're a little bit taller than they are wide. So if I turn it how I want it to turn it, it's not going to fit. It's too tall to put in there. So, yeah, so right now I just moved the other litter box in there with the one that was there. So maybe they'll use it. I mean, we'll see what happens. So I put some training pads on top of the towels and I moved them over a little bit because I am going to have to access both of them. Like, I can't block access to this one if I need to get in there and, you know, add more food or whatever. So it's going to be tight in here. Right now the cats are under the day sofa. I don't even mind if they stay under there. They could eat their food under there. Whatever. This is just temporary. The countdown has begun. And all we need to do now is get Ziggy. But at least we have Eva, so the appointment is not going to go to waste. Worst case scenario from here is that I bring Eva in for her spay surgery tomorrow and I don't have Ziggy, but I'm hoping to have them both. So the next cage is ready. I have the litter box in there with fresh litter. I have 2 newspapers on the bottom. These are the newspapers that I've been using. They're not really large, they're not really thick, but they're the perfect size for these cages and these traps. It's just like a local newspaper that Grandma had been saving for me. And yeah, so there's 2 of these on the bottom with a training pad on top of that. And then there's the plastic box that I'm using as a litter box with some fresh newspaper litter in it. And I'm gonna put a towel over this and we're ready to start getting the trap ready. So here's the setup for the next trap. There's a plate. I cut it down again. I put chicken on it and I put cardboard in here. There's a piece of chicken. There's a piece of chicken. There's a piece of chicken. So there's a trail of chicken leading up to the plate. And the trap is set. Sometimes what I like to do is just make sure it's going to trigger. Make sure the back door is locked so they can't get out. And yeah, it looks like we're good to go. I just put it in the same spot, partially under the table. So let's hope the next cat that goes in this trap is Ziggy and not like the white cat or any of the other neighborhood cats. It is now 10:37 a.m. The trap is set. The nice thing about using cardboard instead of newspaper is that it doesn't blow around everywhere. When I had newspaper in the first time, it was blown around everywhere and the chicken blew off of it. So even with the wind, the chicken is not moving, the plate's not moving. So let's hope Ziggy comes around soon and we can just get this over with. It's 10:38 now, so hopefully within a half hour. It's 10:57 a.m. and I just saw Ziggy run across the back of the yard. Like, she ran like from there to there really fast. I don't know where she was going. I don't know if she was chasing something or hunting something. But I really wish she would come to the trap and eat the chicken. And then I could just be done with trapping cats today. She's in the back. I don't know if she could see me through the window. Hopefully she'll come and get the chicken. I have the dishwasher on. That's all the noise in the background. I was supposed to run it last night, but I forgot. So we know Ziggy's around. So hopefully it's just a matter of time. So Ziggy is the last of the 7 to be out there. He's the last one. I wonder what she's thinking. I wonder if she's like, well, where did everyone go? I wonder if she misses them. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting to see how the interactions change as the new cats are added to the group. It's about 11:10 a.m. and I found some leftover salmon in the fridge, so I shredded it and now I am going to put it on the plate with the chicken. Maybe it'll smell a little bit more and maybe Ziggy will come and eat it. I thought I heard a cat crying. It ends up it's the dishwasher. I've never heard it do that before. I'm gonna go in and check anyway and see what's going on in here. Hello? There's Richard. Oh, someone's in the litter box. I think it might be Sammy. Smells like someone took a poop. So the room has been staying odor-free because I have been scooping the litter multiple times a day. Yeah, there's Sammy. And I've been making sure to clean anything up, any issues up. There haven't been any issues. I mean, the cats have been using the litter boxes, but if anything is like spilled outside of a litter box or anything, like any just clumps or anything, which there hasn't really been. What is she trying to do? Are you hunting again? Are you hunting in the litter box again? I think someone used that litter box. I just want to check on Eva. I'm going to scoop those really fast, and then I want to make sure I'm not in this room, because if that trap goes off, I want to be out there immediately. Here she is. She's right here. She's laying in the litter, which is kind of to be expected. Her face looks so much like Ringo. Wow. Her, Ringo, and Richard have like the same face. Okay, I'm going to shut this. Shut that. I shut it. Okay, you stay calm. I'll just keep that shut. She did not eat anything, but that's also kind of to be expected. Maybe she'll eat some later. So someone did use the litter box in the shelf, so that's good. There wasn't much to scoop in either of the litter boxes, but I did it anyway. I also sprayed the day sofa with the pet remedy spray. I just sprayed a few sprays on it. Maybe that'll help keep everyone calmer. It is 12:15 p.m. and I'm still waiting for Ziggy to go in the trap. I have not seen her other than when she was running around in the back of the yard earlier. So I'm just hoping she comes by soon. This afternoon would be good. I'm going to leave the trap right there because that's what they're used to. I'm not going to change anything. It was just like that yesterday. She went in it yesterday, so hopefully maybe she'll be more hungry as the day goes on and she'll go in it. So yeah, right about now I have a little bit less than 8 hours to try to trap her. Of course it gets dark earlier than 8 p.m. It's been getting dark, I think around 6 p.m. now. So I would preferably need to trap her before that, because once the skunks, possums, and raccoons start coming around, you know, they're going to be the ones going in the trap instead of her. So I can't really leave the trap out once it gets dark. So there's still, let's say, about 6 hours of daylight. So let's hope she comes back, goes in the trap, and I could bring her inside, and then everything goes according to plan. It's 12:45 p.m. Ziggy has not come back yet, and I don't really want to move too far away from this room or this window because this trap is not loud at all. I mean, it might seem like it's loud, but in reality it's not that loud. Plus it's really fast. When it goes off, it's like really fast. So if I move to another room farther away, I might miss it. And then if she goes in there, she just could be completely stressed out for an extended period of time. So I'm like stuck here now. It is 2 p.m. The chicken's still here, the salmon's still here. I've not seen any cats. Hopefully Ziggy will come by soon. There's only about 4 more hours left until the sun starts going down. It's pretty cold today. It's only around 50 degrees. So I don't know if that's why she's not coming around, but hopefully she will. She's the only one left. It is 2:10 p.m. and this room is really quiet, which is fine. The cats are all still under the day sofa. Richard was out a little while ago. He was like laying in the sun on the floor. Right now I am giving them 2 platters of food. So there's a platter of Trader Joe's turkey and giblets, and then another platter of the deckhand tuna. Both have some crunchies sprinkled on top. And I'm just gonna lift up that towel, or maybe 2 towels, and put these down near the day sofa. Hopefully they'll come out and eat. Look at this. Who's this? Is that Richard and Ringo? That looks like Richard and Ringo. There's Nancy. There's Ringo and Richard. Ringo has more white on his chin. Look at that. Look at these two. There's Goldie. And here's Sammy. All right, guys, you got some food if you want it. So this is where the food is. That is the platter that was underneath the day sofa. It still has some crunchies on it from earlier. That's the turkey. That's the tuna. Maybe I'll push them over a little bit so they're in the shade, not in the sun. I'm just going to leave them here. The cats can eat them if they want to. And that's that. It's a stressful day, and we have to see what happens with Ziggy. If I can't get Ziggy in a trap today, then this can leave the room, and like I'll pick all this stuff up, and that'll give us more room here. If I can't get her into a trap today, the next appointment I could possibly get would be Monday or Tuesday, if they still have openings. So, yeah, I'm hoping I could get her in a trap today. I just baited the trap with some of the canned tuna, so I put some of the deckhand tuna on the plate, like on top of the chicken and the salmon. Then I also put some on the cardboard. Hopefully, maybe she'll smell it and come over and eat something. It's 2:45 p.m. and there's Boo. He's hanging out by the door. How you doing, Boo? Boo had some snacks. Boo had some crunchies and he had some chicken and some tuna. And I want to go see if the cats ate any of the food that I gave them. I saw Sammy eating off of one of the platters, so let's see what's going on. Wow, guys, look at that. So Goldie and Sammy are out. And both of these platters are empty. I don't know who ate them because the camera that I have two cameras in here right now, and neither of them are going to be able to see who ate those. So I'm going to clean up those platters, and I want to check to see if Eva ate anything. Nope, she didn't eat anything. Is she still on the litter box? Yeah. Okay, hello little Eva. Okay. Hey Sammy, what you doing? Are you hunting something? You hunting? What are you hunting? You hunting something in the litter box? So here's what's going on underneath the day sofa. Who is this? There's Nancy, I think. And there's Richard and Ringo. And I guess Sammy and Goldie are over there. I don't know, it's hard to tell. There's Sammy's paws. See your little paws? It's 3:15. Look who's in the trap. The white cat. So I'm gonna put the towel on it to calm it down, and then I'll open it up. Okay, I'll get you out. So I opened the trap. I took the door off. I took the back door off, and it's still in the trap. It's still in there. Oh, there it goes. I decided I'm going to put some fresh food in the trap. This food's been in here all day so far, and there's still chicken here. I think the white cat didn't eat it. I'm also going to swap out the cardboard, so maybe that'll help attract Ziggy. I don't know. So all the chicken from this morning is all like hard and dried out, so I'm just going to toss it in the garbage, and I'll put this cardboard in the garage for now. It is 5:10 p.m. and I checked the security camera outside. There is no sign of Ziggy. So I don't know where she is, but hopefully she'll show up soon and eat the chicken in the trap, and I could bring her inside. It is 6:20 p.m. It's starting to get dark. There's probably only, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes left of daylight. I'm not giving up hope yet. I'm hoping she'll come and go in the trap. She should be hungry. 6:30 p.m. I just opened a small can of Tiki Cat sardines. I think this is the stinkiest cat food I have. So I'm going to put this in the trap. Maybe she'll smell this and come over and eat some food. It's getting really cold again. I just came in the room to put a light on for the cats, and Eva is right here, and she ate all her food, so that's really good. So I'm going to make sure she gets more food before 8 p.m. Here's Richard. Hey, Richard. There's Sammy. I'm assuming everyone else is still under the day sofa. I need to scoop the litter in here, and I'm going to make sure that Eva gets food sooner rather than later. That'll give her some time to eat it. It's getting dark outside really fast, and I wanted to keep an eye on this. That way, if I saw any skunks or possums going toward it, I could, make some noise, scare them away, something like that. But if I'm doing like litter and food, I can't do that. So the problem is sometimes Ziggy comes by 7, 8, 9 o'clock after it's already dark. So I wish I could keep this out in the dark, but if I get a skunk in it, there's no way for me to get the skunk out of it without the skunk spraying everything. So I just have to be really careful with it. And it's really cold out. I mean, if it wasn't so cold, I'd just go outside. and hang out outside for a while. I just checked the security footage from the past few days, and the skunks, possums, and raccoons start coming out around now, around 6:45. And that's what time it is right now. So yeah, I can't just keep an eye on this trap. Maybe I'll give it another 15 minutes in case Ziggy comes by, because she has been coming by at all different hours. I just need to keep an eye on like skunks and possums and try to shoo them off if they get near it. So I just chased a skunk away and went that way under the fence. There it is. Is that a skunk? What is that? Yeah, that's a skunk. It's trying to come back. You're not coming back. It's 6:50 p.m. I just put the trap in the garage because it's going to be a never-ending battle with these skunks. That one just keeps coming back. And, you know, if I'm scaring the skunk off, I'm going to be scaring Ziggy off at the same time. So I'm just going to get the inside cats fed. I'm going to check the security camera outside often. If I do see Ziggy on the security camera, I might go outside and put the trap back out. But yeah, it's really disappointing. I thought she would have come by a few times during the day, but she didn't. So, not good. And what's really horrible is that tomorrow's Friday. And there goes another skunk. So even if I trapped her tomorrow, there is no way I could get a spay or neuter over the weekend. The earliest I could possibly get one is Monday. And then the question is, if I can trap her tomorrow, do I keep her in the trap for 2 days? Until Monday. So I can only do what I could do right now. So I have to take care of the inside cats, keep an eye on the camera. If there's no way of me trapping her today, I have to see if I can make an appointment for Monday. Well, if I trap her tomorrow, I'm not going to keep her in the trap for 3 days. That would be too long. And I can't let her out of the trap because I'll never be able to get her back into the trap. It's 7:17 p.m. and there's no way I'm going to be able to get Ziggy into a trap tonight. So that means I can move this out of the room, pick up the towels and these training pads, and the cats will have some more room. I'm so disappointed right now. Right, Sammy? We're so disappointed. We thought this was all going to be over. Tomorrow would be the last trip to the vet. And now I might have to go back next week. I'm hoping I have to go back. I mean, I'm hoping to be able to trap Ziggy and, you know, then they're all done. But maybe she's going to be more difficult to trap. I just gave Eva some more food. So she has some salmon pate along with some chicken and some water. And I filled up her water bowl again, so hopefully she'll eat something. There she is. She's just laying in the corner on a towel, so that's good. She doesn't look happy, but you know, as long as she's calm and just relaxing, that's all we could ask for right now. So I don't know what time it is. It's probably around 7:30. I just put out 2 platters of food for the cats. It's 2 cans of turkey and salmon, Nature's Promise. And then there's some crunchies in the middle, and then I sprinkled on some of the Ziggy dry food. So this worked out really well for their previous meal today. I watched the security camera. They all ate off the platters. So I'm going to lift up the towels, leave the room, and I'm sure the other ones will come out to eat. Here's Nancy. There's Ringo. And there's Goldie. Okay, guys, bon appetit. Come eat your food. It's 8 p.m. There's Nancy. Goldie's in the litter box. She just made a poop. There's Sammy. There's Richard. And it sounded like someone was trying to get out of the cage, and then I heard like some unhappy meows. So I came in to check on Eva because I'm assuming it was Eva. I don't know where she is. Did she make a mess out of the litter? Okay, it looks like she was tearing up the litter a bit. There's a bit of a mess here. And the training pad looks like someone was trying to tear it up. There she is. She's not happy, and she did not eat her food, but she's laying on her towel. So, hopefully everyone will get a good night's sleep tonight. I might come in and play with the cats in a little while. Ringo, did you come out and eat? You want me to give you some food under there? I'll give you some food under there. So I just gave Ringo a plate of dry food and some Temptations underneath the day sofa, so hopefully he'll eat it. It is 9:30 p.m. I just came into the room. All the cats were out and they're playing here, except for Nancy. She was hanging out over here. There's Ringo. He's out from under there. There's Sammy. Goldie went under the day sofa, and I am really, really tired. I had so much work to do today, like day job work. Yeah, I didn't get done with that until I mean, I've been kind of multitasking with that until about 8 p.m. today, so it's been a very long work day. I just want to go to bed because I have to get up early tomorrow. I'm going to bring some more food in for the cats. I'd like to play with them, but I just can't do it. I'm too tired. What I need to do right now is take the food bowl out of the trap, unless Eva ate all of it, in which case then I could leave it there. But if she did not eat it all, I brought in another water bowl for her, and yeah, I got to take the food out now, so let's see what happened. Okay, so she did not eat it, and she is over there. She's over there, so I need to put the isolator in. So there's Eva's food. I came in the room, and Goldie was eating it, so she could come out and eat it again. I put 2 platters of food down. It's one of the large cans of Performatrin that I got on clearance like 2 years ago, and they're just about to hit their expiration date, so I'm still using all the old food that I have in stock. There's some crunchies on top of it, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave them here. There's Nancy, there's Ringo, there's Richard, there's Goldie, and Sammy is under the day sofa. So hopefully they won't wake me up in the middle of the night. I really need to just get some rest, and I need to relax because it was a very, very full day today, and I gotta get up early to take Eva to the vet tomorrow. So I was really hoping that that was going to be the last day of having to go to the vet, and that I would be done with trapping the cats. I would get my garage back because I have all the traps and everything in the garage, and I can't even get my car in. It looks like that's not going to be the case. So I feel bad that Ziggy is out there all by herself. The plan was to get her in here today also, to get the final 2 done at the same time, but yeah, she didn't come by. She'll probably be out there a few days before I can get her. All right, good night, guys. Good night, Eva. Good night, Goldie. Good night, Sammy. Good night, Ringo. Good night, Richard. And good night, Nancy. Good night, everybody. And there's little Eva. Can you see her through the trap? She's just hanging out. She looks pretty relaxed.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It's 6:02 a.m. and Boo has been hanging out over here and hissing at the door. I don't know what's going on in there. There was just a lot of noise a few minutes ago. They were a little noisy through the night, but I was able to sleep through it, no problem. I have to get Eva ready for the vet this morning, and I think I'll give them food before I leave. It is 6:30 a.m. Look what's going on here. So that bed was underneath the day sofa. It's now half on and half off. They ate all the wet food, they left the dry food. Here are 4 cats. Okay, so this runner came down, the rug came down, but look what came down on top of it. So there is my aloe plant that was on the shelf. It's been on the shelf since Ditto was here. And here's my fern. So aloe is not good for cats. And there's another piece of aloe. So I have to make sure I'm going to take that out of here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the fern. Maybe I'll put the fern on the desk. And I'll clean up what I can, but I mean, I'm going to have to run a vacuum in here. So I think what I'll do is like a partial cleanup now, and then after I drop Eva off at the vet, I'll come back and do the rest of a cleanup. So I scooped all of the litter. I got a stool sample to bring to the vet with me. I swept up everything on the shelf. I wiped it all down with a pet wipe. I put everything back up there. I swept the floor as best I could with that little broom. And this is how it's going to be for now, which, you know, it needs more cleaning, but for now it's okay. Eva is over there, and this towel is half off. Like, I put it back on a little bit better, so someone's pulling on that towel. I have to clean out this transfer cage, put some towels in there, get her ready for going. And then after this is nice and clean, I have to get her over into it. Okay, so this isn't too bad, but look at what's going on here. So her water bowl was flipped over. That's why it's very important to use something that's going to be very absorbent, like the newspaper or these training pads. So it's all cleaned out. I left newspaper on the bottom. I put a training pad on top of that, and there's actually 3 towels. These are the same 3 towels that have been in use for every cat. So everything is reconnected. I'm going to take out the isolator fork, and I'm going to try to scoot her over here. And once she's in here, then I have to put the door on. And there's little Eva. Can you see her through the trap? She's just hanging out. She looks pretty relaxed. She looks so much like her brothers. So much like Ringo and Richard. So I'm going to scoot her over. First I'm going to try by just lifting this side of the cage, see if she'll run to the other side. If not, I'll have to use the isolator to kind of just gently nudge her. So basically all I had to do was take the towel off, and then as I walked toward the trap, she just scooted herself over. And I tried putting the isolator in, and she went back and forth a few times, but eventually now she's there, so now I could get her ready to go. It is 7 a.m. It's 37 degrees out, so it was another very cold night. I checked the security camera footage. I did not see Ziggy on it once. A fox came by. A really big cat came by. Oh, here's Ziggy. Here she is. Here you go. You want some food? So I just gave her some canned food and also some dry food. I need to keep her coming on a regular basis so that I could trap her. So there's the food. I'm going to go inside. She must be hungry. I feel bad for her because, you know, she's the only one left out here. So I think I might try to trap her sooner rather than later. It is 7:10 a.m. and it looks like Ziggy ate the wet food that I put on the plate. And she left most of the dry food, which is fine, as long as she's eating. The inside cats are eating their food. It's fish day, so they're having some canned fish. And now I just have to put some platters together for the kittens, and then I'm good as far as feeding everyone. For breakfast today, the cats are having some ocean whitefish and tuna from Tractor Supply. It was one of those big cans. That's what I fed to Ziggy today. So I gave them the rest of the can, split between both platters. I also gave them part of a can of Trader Joe's turkey and giblets, and I put a sprinkling of dry cat food on top. They haven't been the biggest fans of the dry cat food, but that's fine. They do like the wet food better, so. I'm going to lift up the towels so everyone knows the food's here, and then I'm going to leave. It is 7:40. Someone was just growling. I don't know who. I think it was Eva. So they ate, I don't know, a little bit more than half of what was on the plates. Richard was hanging out up here. Sammy's up here, and it looks like we're going to be leaving on time today. That's good. So I've had the car running for a few minutes now because there was ice on the windshield. I just put Eva in the car, and we're getting ready to go. So we are about halfway to the vet's office, and look how beautiful this tree is. I've been talking to Eva, so she's been pretty quiet the whole time. She's only meowed a few times. So that's good, and I'm hoping today goes well. I'm hoping we get there nice and early so we don't have to wait. Last Friday, it was like a zoo there. There were so many people there. So hopefully today won't be that crazy. It's 10:30 a.m. Hello, Sammy. She was laying over here. So I got back from the vets a little while ago. I had to run some errands on the way home, stop in the supermarket, that kind of stuff. Hello, Sammy. Hello. So they still have some food on their platters. Thankfully, there are no ants right now. The one good thing about the weather getting colder is that there's less ants. So I looked at the security camera footage from earlier today, and at around 6 a.m. what happened was like all the cats were out and about, and there's a cat up here, there's a cat over there, and Goldie was over here. And Goldie decided that she was going to jump from here to there. So here's a shelf up here. And she jumped, and she knocked both of the plants down. The fern came down here, the aloe came down there. She came down with them, and then she ran over here, and everyone else scattered. So that's what happened. Now at that time, this stuff was already off of the top of the shelf. Like, it was already down. So I didn't watch everything that they did throughout the night. I really just wanted to see, like, how did those plants get knocked off the shelf. So what I think I might do is just take everything off that shelf. If they want to jump up there, they can jump up there. The problem is I have another shelf with other stuff on it which cannot be knocked off. So I might have to just empty all the shelves in this room. And I feel bad doing it because this fern is doing so good. It was so small when I bought it, and it's just doing so good there. It loves it there. So I really don't want to move it from there, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. I should also mention that the earliest appointment I could get is Tuesday, so that's 4 days from now. I also checked the security camera footage from the patio, and around 8:30, Ziggy came back, and then she ate some more dry food. So she's been around. I'm gonna make sure that all the water bowls are filled with fresh water today. I'm gonna make sure she has food out there. I don't want to trap her today because I would have to keep her in the trap for 4 days until Tuesday. So I don't want to do that. I think what I'll do is I'll start Sunday. If I could get her in the trap on Sunday, then she'll spend less than 48 hours in the trap, which is more than I would like her to spend in the trap, but I need to get her trapped, and chances are I won't be able to do it on Sunday. I'd rather give myself 2 days to try to trap her than only 1 day, because we saw what happened yesterday. She did not come around and she didn't go in the trap. So maybe if I have 2 days, I could get her into a trap. I would just like to get it done with on Tuesday, let her get spayed, and then I'm done with the spays and the neutering, and I'm done with having to drive back and forth to the vet. So right now, I'm just going to clean up in here a little bit, get things ready for when Eva comes back. I have to clean up this litter, reset all this. I'm going to do some more sweeping. I'm probably just going to get the vacuum because I need to vacuum like dirt off of the cat tower. They're already underneath the day sofa, so they'll just hide under there. Here's Richard, but it could be Nancy. Look at this. Nothing. No, oh, there's a plate. And who is this? Ringo. And here's... I don't know if you can see this guy. So there's Goldie, and that's Richard. So Goldie and Richard looks like he's sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's conked out. Maybe he was up all night. There's Ringo. There's Sammy. She's like, don't forget me. And there's Nancy. Hey, Nancy. So I've been cleaning up the room, and I've been vacuuming. The cats are under the day sofa, whatever. It needed to get done. So I just walked back in the room because I dumped out the water, and I saw Sammy. Sammy was over here. But when my brain saw her, it registered Boo, because I'm so used to seeing Boo in this room. So I had like a mini heart attack, like, oh my God, how did Boo get in the room? And then I was like, oh no, it's Sammy, because I honestly thought that, if Boo's in the room, all the cats are dead because he had attacked them. But yes, my mind's playing tricks on me right now. So I just put 2 fresh towels on the ground with some training pads on top, which works really good at keeping any spills off the floor. Then I put the litter box here and the trap here with fresh newspapers here. There's training pads in the trap also. So everything here is ready to go. The towels that were here are now in the wash. I cleaned out the water. I vacuumed everything as well as I could. They still have some food. So for now this is good. The only thing I need to do is remove everything from the shelves, but I might do that later. There's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat. And there's 2 cats. It's 12:08 p.m. Stella was laying there. Boo was laying there. I was laying here. I said, I'm going to just lay down and relax for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It was going to be a relaxing lunch hour. Then Stella got up and decided she needs to vomit. So this is where she vomited a hairball. Now I have to do all this laundry on top of all the other laundry I'm doing today. It's 4 p.m. Look at Splash. He's laying on the bed. The comforter is in the washing machine. The other blankets are in the dryer, but yep, Splash is going to just lay in the bed anyway. It's 4 p.m. and I need to scoop litter, and I was going to give the cat some food, but Sammy's eating what's left over from earlier today. I guess everyone else is still underneath the day sofa. It's nice and warm in this room. It's pretty chilly out today. I need to leave soon to pick up Eva, so that's why I need to just get some stuff done. I just put a platter outside for Ziggy. I want to make sure she has food and she keeps coming around on a schedule. The other cats, I think I'm going to give them dinner when I get back. And yeah, I guess Sammy's happy eating food that's been sitting here for a while. And I guess the other cats aren't hungry. Otherwise they would come out and eat something. So maybe I won't give them food before I leave, or you know what? I'll give them 1 platter. I'll get rid of 1 platter, and then I'll give them a fresh platter. And then they can eat what they want when they want. Right, Sammy? You okay, Sammy? So there's Ringo. He's in the corner. I think Ringo's the shyest cat of the bunch so far, but he's also the newest cat. So that could be why he's very shy. And here's Goldie. She's in the bed. And can you see who's stretched out behind her? That looks like Richard back there. And here's Nancy. Hey, Nancy. So Sammy has been getting a lot of pets. And what I wanted to mention was that today I found out that the fat tabby with the white paws is named Bob. And that my neighbors at the end of the street have been, feeding him. They TNR'd him and got him vaccinated probably over a year. I think it was like a year and a half ago. It was not this past summer, but the summer before. So that was good to know. So there's Bob, and then there's another tabby named Baxter. They're 2 fat tabbies that roam the neighborhood. But they pretty much stay in the yard at the other end of the street. Right there, Sammy? We're looking for Ziggy. Did you see Ziggy today? Tell her to come by here. Tell Ziggy to come by and to get in the trap. Because the trap is the way inside. That's the door to the inside. This is crazy. I was just telling Sammy to go in the potty. I was like, Sammy, go in the potty because I'm going to scoop it. I'm going to clean it. And guess what she did? She went in the potty. She just made a pee-pee. And I don't know why they do this, but they scratch the sides instead of the litter. Scratch the litter. I gotta move that towel out of the way because they'll scratch the towel into the litter box. Sammy, scratch the litter, not the litter box, the litter. There you go. There you go. Not the box, the litter. Not the box. Not the box, the litter. Scratch the litter. Okay. I just brought a new platter in, so this is some Trader Joe's ocean whitefish and salmon with a few crunchies on top. And there's Richard. Hey, Richard. You gonna say hello to me? Are you looking at the old plate? Give me pets, Richard. You're a nice boy. Eva's coming back. I'm gonna go get Eva soon, okay? I'm gonna go get her soon, okay? Okay, buddy? Okay, buddy? I think I need to get them like a brush, like the yellow brush that I have for the other cats. Not that they're shedding a whole lot because it's not shedding season, but they could definitely be brushed. The only brush I have in here is the long-handled shower brush. That's not exactly a brush that's going to groom a cat. That's really more of a training brush. So looks like Sammy's eating all this. I'm probably going to put another platter of food out. Maybe they'll eat that before I bring Eva back. I'm giving them another platter of food, and this is the Earthborn Holistic Harbor Harvest with some crunchies on it. Now, when I walked in the room, Goldie was out and one of the other cats. So there were two cats out looking for food. Maybe it was Richard because Nancy's over there. I mean, maybe it was Ringo because Nancy's over there. So, yeah, look, there's Ringo. So I'll leave. They could eat whatever they want on these platters. And, yeah, then I'll come back later with Eva. And if they want more food, they could have more food. It's 5:55 p.m. I just got home with little Eva from the vet. She's in the car. I have to unload her. And look, it's Ziggy. She's eating dinner. I'm happy she's coming around. I got to keep her coming around. And then hopefully the day after tomorrow, I can get her in a trap. So here's little Eva. She's 7 pounds. And she's still kind of out of it. She's hanging out here on the towels. And I hooked up the connector piece. And I gave her some food, some cat food with some chicken on it. And some water. And the litter's at the other end. So she could just hang out. I put a towel over it. I'm going to cover this one with a towel also. And hopefully she'll have a nice relaxing night. I'll check on her later to see if she ate the food, if she wants more food. All the platters in the room are empty, so that's good. It means the cats ate. I'll give them some more food later also. So she moved over to the other end. She's sitting in the litter now, but she should move back. I guess she got scared when I put a new towel on it. So we have to remember that Ditto spent weeks underneath the day sofa. So he would come out of the day sofa and lay on top of the day sofa, like if I was not in the room. But usually when I was in the room, he would be underneath the day sofa, exactly how these other cats are underneath the day sofa. And it was after 3 weeks where he finally started, you know, relaxing around me, loosening up around me. And it was around 28 days when he finally started letting me pet him and everything. So the behavior that these cats are exhibiting is completely normal for them to be hiding under the day sofa. They are comfortable there. They do come out. I mean, the fact that Sammy and Richard let me pet them and brush them and, you know, they're very social with me is a really great sign. And as far as the others, I think it's just going to take time for them to come around more. So that's why we're just taking things one day at a time. I'm really happy that Eva got spayed today. That was really, really good. It's good progress. So now the next bridge we have to cross is getting Ziggy trapped and then getting her to the vet for her spay surgery. So that is what we need to focus on. We can't concern ourselves with anything else right now. We have to cross that bridge first. It is 9:20 p.m. and I just brought 2 platters of food in for the cats. So I'm just using the cans that I have that are like half open in the refrigerator. One of them has some deckhand tuna and some wholehearted ocean whitefish. And then the other one has a can of turkey and salmon pate. There's some crunchies on them and also some shredded roasted turkey. And it's so funny because when I bring these in, it's like Sammy and Richard give themselves high fives. That's what it's like. They meow, they headbutt themselves, and they're like, yeah, high five, we got food. So I also brought in some food for Eva. I'm going to give her a small can or part of a small can of food, and I'm going to give her some shredded turkey also. Look at Nancy. Nancy, you going to eat some food? You going to eat some food? I got to shut the window, okay, because it's cold. It's cold, so I got to shut the window. It's getting cold. Hello. She's doing good, look. She's not running and hiding yet. You okay? I have to make sure the room stays nice and warm for Eva and her recovery. I don't know where she is. I have to find out if she's over here or over there because I need to open it up and put the food in. I just gave Eva some food and fresh water. I took that bowl out and I washed it off and refilled it. And then over here, I took the towels out and the training pad because they were all wet. One thing I'm noticing is that the cats are peeing in this, but the pee is clear. Like, it's not yellow at all. It's just clear pee. So I'm going to put the towels in the wash, throw out the training pad. So I gave her a fresh towel and a fresh training pad. I've been wondering how they're using that litter box because, you know, it's not too tall. That's how they're using it. Oh my God, she just took a giant poop. That is a giant poop. I hope she covers it. So I'm gonna let them eat the platters. So far, 3 have eaten. Goldie ate a little bit, so like 3.5 have eaten. If I leave, maybe Ringo will come out and eat something. So I'll let them finish the platters. I'll come back in, I don't know, a half hour and scoop the litter again. I have to make sure I'm scooping it multiple times a day because they only have 2 litter boxes right now. Once we're done with the traps, then I could add another litter box. So there's little Eva. Hello, little Eva. Little Eva, you could come out. You could come out now.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Good morning, Stella. Stella just got a whole bunch of pets. It's 7:30 a.m. It is 38 degrees out, so I'm going to put a plate of food out for Ziggy. I looked at the security cameras. She was walking around 5:30 a.m. So I'm going to put out some homemade raw food with warm water mixed in and a few crunchies sprinkled on top. It is really cold out, so I put the plate of food underneath the feeding table. Hopefully she'll show up and eat it. It's 8:20 a.m. Some of the food on the plate has been eaten. I just looked at my security camera footage, so let me tell you what I saw. So around 7:47 a.m., the big white cat walked up to the plate and started eating some food. About a minute later, I saw Ziggy walking along the side of the house toward the patio. Then a minute after that, the big white cat turned around and kind of looked at Ziggy, walked away from the food. Ziggy walked up to the food, and then she spent a few minutes eating before she walked away. So I'm glad Ziggy's getting the food. I don't want that white cat hanging around here, especially when I'm trying to trap Ziggy, because I don't need them getting in a territorial fight where the white cat is going to claim the patio or try to claim the patio. So the white cat is on the radar of my neighbors down the street who also trap cats. And that's the next one that they want to get. They want to get the white one. They haven't had any success with it yet. I don't know if it goes all the way to their end of the street or they have just said that they've noticed it. I mean, it's a very striking cat. It's definitely a cat that you notice. It's not like it blends into a background or at night it's not visible. So black cats can be very difficult to see at night. Even tuxedo cats can be difficult to see at night because they blend into the shadows. And even during the day, tabby cats blend into like the foliage or the dirt and stuff like that. If you're walking near the woods and you see a tabby cat, a lot of times they'll blend into the surroundings. So white cats, all white cats, they don't blend. It's 8:54 a.m. Boo has given himself a new job. He's now the guard of the door. He's guarding his room. He's making sure the kittens are not wrecking it. And if he doesn't like what's going on the other side of the door, then he hisses at them. He wants to make sure they know he's the boss. He's the king. King Boo. Right, Boo? Boo is the king. He's like a lion. He's the king lion. Right? Boo's the lion king. Boo's the king panther. Panther King Boo. Panther King Boo. Boo, you want to see the cats? See any cats? See cats? There's Sammy. You see cats? Okay. Good boy, Boo. 9:21, and I noticed that there's more food eaten off of the plate. Just checked the security camera, and Ziggy came back a few minutes ago and she ate some more food, so that's good. I need to keep her close by. I need to keep her on a schedule, and I need to keep her eating. It is 9:55 a.m. Let's see what's going on in this room. Hello, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? So around 4 o'clock in the morning, I heard someone, and it was Nancy, on top of this cat tower playing with the fern that was up there. So I had to empty that shelf in the middle of the night just because I didn't want things falling. Here's Sammy and Richard. Hey guys. So I had another fecal test done yesterday. When I brought Eva to the vet, I brought in a stool sample. I don't know who it belonged to. So Sammy had a stool sample and hers was negative. And the stool sample that I brought in yesterday was positive. So I figured, you know, at least one of these cats is going to be positive. So they were going to prescribe the Strongid, the parental palmawate solution, which is what all the other cats have had. That time Boo had roundworms. All the other cats had that. And then when Ditto was diagnosed with roundworms, that is what the vet gave me. But thankfully, I bought a bottle of it online. So I have a whole bottle of it. And the person who called me from the vet's office was able to give me the amount needed. So she said it's 2 milliliters for like a 7 or 8 pound cat. And these cats all weighed 7 or 8 pounds. So she said I could dose them now and then another 2 weeks. Hey, hey, hey. So what we saw is something that has started recently with Sammy and the other cats. There's been more wrestling happening. I heard like strange noises overnight and I was like, what is going on? And yeah, they must be starting to feel better because they're starting to wrestle with each other. And don't forget, Sammy was the first one. So Sammy has been in this room for 20 days, almost exactly 3 weeks now. So she's definitely starting to feel better, going through her recovery. Meanwhile, the other cats have not been, you know, that far in their recovery yet. So I just have to make sure that she's not wrestling with the wrong people. What I'm going to have to do today for breakfast is feed them individually with a dose in each meal and make sure no one is eating anyone else's plate. So, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that, especially with Richard and Sammy who like to steal other people's foods. Anyway, I'm wearing gloves right now because I need to scoop the litter boxes. There is litter all over the place and it's just a giant mess. So I need to make sure that I keep this clean and I need to make sure that there's no cross-contamination with like the other litter boxes in the house or the other cats or anything. So I'm glad I got the test results, but I was the one who had to be like, okay, well, I want another fecal test done. And they were even questioning me about that. They're like, well, the last test came back negative. And I was like, yeah, but now there's 5 other cats in the room. They're all sharing litter boxes. So I need to make sure everyone is negative. So, yep, we were going to deworm these cats. Meanwhile, let's check on little Eva. Here she is. How you doing? How you doing, little Eva? So she was very good all night. No howling, nothing like that. She was pretty quiet. I hope you're okay. So she ate all her food and she tore up one of the training pads. She probably used the litter box. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm going to clean that out. Today is the day for her to come out of this trap, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to let her out until she eats a meal with the dewormer in it, and then I'll let her out. So that's at least one cat that I will know, okay, they got the right dose. Richard, you can't eat everyone's food today, okay? You can only eat your own food, okay? Got it? Only your own. I just called the vet back to verify the dosage and the strength. So this is the parental pomalyte suspension. It's 50 milligrams per milliliter, and that's what they prescribed, and they prescribed 2 milliliters per cat. So what I have here is a little bit of breakfast. This is homemade raw food with some warmed up broth mixed in. I'm only giving them a little bit. This is a little bit more than 1 ounce of food because I want them to eat it. I want them to lick the bowl clean, and then I'll know they had the full dose. They could get more food after that, but I just want to make sure I get the whole dose into them. So I have this little baby food jar, and I poured some of the medicine into this. And then here's my syringe. I'm just going to take it up into the syringe, mix it into the food, and then serve it to them. So I just squirt it into the food, and then I'm going to mix it in. Usually the cats have no problem eating this. And if they do, then I'll just put something stinkier on it, maybe mix in some tuna or something. So I decided to put a little bit of freeze-dried chicken topper on each one, just to give it a bit more of a meaty aroma. So hopefully they'll go for this. I gotta keep track of who's eating what. So they're all getting breakfast in bed. There's Sammy, there's Goldie, Richard's over here, there's Nancy. They're all eating except for Ringo. Ringo, you gotta eat your food, okay? Eat it. There he goes. Richard ate all of his food, so I just gave him some dry food. Eat the dry food, Richard. Don't even think about stealing anyone else's food, okay? I gotta go on the offensive with him. Don't even think about going near the thing. Eat the dry. So Sammy's eating. Goldie's eating. Ringo's eating. Did you finish? Nancy, did you finish? Yeah, she finished her bowl. Good. Hey, Goldie. Goldie, did you finish? Let Ringo finish. Goldie. Hey, get out of there. Let him finish. Here, eat this. I had to give Goldie some dry food also to keep her away. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Ringo needs to finish his food, and hey. Goldie. Sammy ate all of her food. Goldie ate all of her food. Nancy ate all of her food. Richard ate all of his food. I just got to get Ringo to finish everything in the bowl. What I was going to say is I waited extra long to feed them breakfast today, and it's a good thing because they're really hungry. And I gave them a small amount of food so they would eat it all. Let's check his bowl. So this is what Ringo has left. He ate the majority of what was in there. So I put some dry food in his bowl. And he moved over here. Hopefully what he'll do is eat the dry food and every bit of remaining food in the bowl. I mean, even if he doesn't, he got like 90% of the dose, which should be fine. So Ringo just came out from under the day sofa. I moved his bowl over near him. I just have to make sure no one else is going to steal it like Sammy. So overall, I would say this was a success. Don't hit him, Sammy. Come on. They all devoured their meal except for Richard, but he ate the majority of it, so I think he got most of the dose, which is okay. Now I'm going to bring in some food for Eva with the medication in it, and once she eats that, then she can come out of the trap, and then I'll give everyone else some more breakfast. So I just brought in some more food for the cats. They're each going to get another 2 ounces of the homemade raw food, so this will be a really big meal for them. They already had an ounce of food with their medicine, and now another 2 ounces now. So, okay, Richard, I'll give you one here. There you go. So there's Ringo. He's in the corner. There's his food. There's Goldie. She's eating breakfast in bed. There's Nancy. She has breakfast in bed. And there's Sammy with breakfast in bed. And here's Richard. He already finished his. Look at this, guys. Eva ate her food. She ate all of her food. That's awesome. So I'm going to put another bowl of food together for her, and then now she could come out. Look at this. So Sammy loves dried sardines. I was trying to distract Richard from eating everyone else's food, and I had a bag of dried sardines in here, but they're not like the whole pieces anymore. It's just the bottom of the bag, so it's just like small pieces and crumbles. So I put some in the bowl for him. He didn't want to eat it, but look, Sammy's eating it. And then in the other bowl, I put some Temptations. It looks like he ate those. So this is some food that I put together for Eva. It's the last of the raw food that I have defrosted, along with part of a small can of cat food. It's like a seafood dinner. So I am going to take the connector piece off and let her have her freedom. I'll do what I did for Ringo. I'll just separate them a little, put the food in the middle. We'll see if she comes out and eats that. So there it is. I took out the connector piece, separated the cages a little bit, and I put the food in the middle. I also put a security camera there just to record her movement. Maybe she's afraid of the camera. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe she's afraid of coming out. Maybe she won't come out until I leave the room. I don't know. So right now it's probably almost 11 a.m. I slept in a little bit today, knowing that I wanted to open this cage, and usually when I do that I feed them a later breakfast. So it's really good that I did have them on the schedule for a later breakfast, because I was able to get the medicine into them. If I had fed them earlier, before the vet called, I would not have given them the medicine yet. So they would have gotten the medicine with their evening meal. So that worked out well. Today, there is an event going on by one of the local rescue groups. And I would like to go and check it out and just be a fly on the wall and just kind of like observe, okay, well, what's going on within this organization, and like, what's the situation here? And that's one of the nice things about being anonymous with this channel. So whenever I contact any of the rescues or the vets or anything, I don't say who I am. I don't say I have a YouTube channel. I don't say anything about that. I'm just a regular person. I don't want to be treated any differently. I don't want people to give me, like, you know, any favors, any special treatment, because I want to know what's really going on out there. And what often happens is the minute someone finds out, oh, you have a YouTube channel, or you have an Instagram with a bunch of followers, or you have a TikTok, and I'm not saying I have all those, basically I just have the YouTube. But a lot of times people will treat you differently. So I don't want that, and that's why I prefer to do things anonymously. And that's why I just, whenever I'm dealing with anything locally here, I just want to be as anonymous as I could be with everything. Obviously, it's for the safety of the cats also, and it's really just to find out, well, what's really going on? How is the situation for an average person? So, if I'm just a regular person that has a bunch of kittens showing up in my yard, what kind of situation am I going to be dealing with? And I have a really good idea of that now, and it's not good, especially around here. I mean, maybe it's better in other areas of the country. I'm sure people have different experiences in different areas, but for the area I'm in, it's a really bad situation right now. Animal control still has not called me back. I mean, it's been over a month since I've been on their waiting list. No movement there. And as far as the rescues go, other than those 2 tickets, 7 cats, and I could have 2 tickets. Other than that, it's just been a really horrible situation. And for someone who has not trapped cats before, or who has not really dealt with cats before, or had, the experiences that I've had in the past, especially, while documenting everything for this channel, I can imagine how much worse it would be for someone like that who, is facing a bunch of cats and, having to start from square one. So Richard is now in the cubby hole behind the water. He has all these beautiful beds, but he's going to go in that one that I'm using for storage to sit with the stuff that I'm storing. So I just wanted to document that in case anyone was wondering. I am not making any reference to this YouTube channel. I'm not making any reference to any of my other cats or anything. I'm just contacting these organizations like a regular average person dealing with this situation that I've been dealing with. So I hope that provides some clarity if anyone's been wondering about that. What is going on here? You know, Richard, you're lucky that box is strong enough to hold you. You're lucky you're still small and that's strong enough to hold you. Because if you weren't, you'd have problems right now. So there's little Eva. Hello, little Eva. Little Eva, you could come out. You could come out now. You want to come out? Come on out. So there's Nancy. She's hanging out in the corner. What I'm thinking is maybe I should put a little cat bed in that corner because they do tend to like to hang out there. Also, if they fall off the shelf, which they do, then they land on a little cat bed. But right now she's really, really happy laying on the stuff that's in the corner. So I'll just let her be happy. This is the shelf. There's cat paw prints all over it. And here's Richard. Hello, Richard. Hello, Richard. Can I have a pet? You have a pet? I bet you. You pet? You like pets. You like pets. He loves pets once you get started. He's just a little shy in the beginning. Oh no? You don't want any pets now? Okay. You're in a mood? Okay. Now, we have to remember that the dewormer medication can have some side effects. Hopefully nothing very serious, but it can cause some digestive disturbances in the cats. I just opened the window about an inch so they can smell the air. So I'm going to leave the room and we'll see if Eva comes out. I just collected all of the breakfast bowls. They are all completely empty. Nancy. Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Nancy. You're a pretty girl. She's looking at Richard. It's 12 p.m. Here's Splash. Here's Boo. Hello, Boo. Here's Stella. Hello, Queen Stella. And here's Simba. He's taking a nap in this cat carrier. They really like this cat carrier, but to be honest, I don't trust it with bringing them out of the house in it because it has the mesh sides and these cats have claws. Let's see what's going on in here. Look at Richard. He thinks that's a bed. You happy in there, Richard? Where's Eva? Eva's not in the trap anymore. Who is this? Is this little Eva? Eva, is that you or is that Ringo? I can't tell. Is that you, little Eva? What's going on over here? Who's over here? Actually, I think that's Ringo. Ringo's in the corner. There's Nancy. So we have Ringo, Nancy. There's little Eva. And here we have Sammy and Goldie. Hello, everybody. I was going to put the runner and the grass mat back up, but Richard has decided he needs to lay on it. So, everyone's calm. Everyone's resting. There are 5 cats under this day sofa. So they had a late breakfast. That's good. So I'm now going to go out for a while, enjoy my day a little bit, and I'll be back probably in a few hours. It's 2:11 p.m. I just got out of Stu Leonard's. I bought another rotisserie chicken for the cats. The last one is pretty much done, so I'll put it in a pot and make some more chicken broth with it either later today or tomorrow. But today's the day after Eva's spay surgery, so the cats get fresh chicken. I should also mention that I went to the event for the rescue group, and based on what my experience was, I see like serious issues. I mean, if they're saying that this event and these events like the one that I went to are the main fundraisers for the organization, I could see why they have issues, because yeah, I think things were off. That's all I could say right now. I don't want to say too much, but I definitely think things were off based on what I saw. I was kind of surprised by some of the things that I saw, but maybe because I went late to it. So I'm going to go to the next one earlier. I'm going to put it on my calendar and try to get there earlier and see if it's a different experience. I don't want to totally judge it based on the experience that I had today. People were really nice. People that I talked to, I didn't specifically ask to speak to anyone from the rescue organization, but the volunteers for the event were very nice. But I don't want to just judge it based on that one visit. Hello, Goldie. There's Sammy. Hey, Sammy. I'm coming in to say hello and see how everyone's doing. You doing okay? Hey, Goldie. Oh, she's going to go use the litter. So, oh, Sammy's rubbing up against me. Hello, Sammy. You okay? She's so funny. You're silly, Sammy. Okay. Give you pets. She's still getting used to getting pets. So what I need to do is clean up the trap. I'm going to take the trap out. And I want to put it outside. It's a practice day for Ziggy. And I got to clean up this area and get it ready for, Ziggy to come inside in a trap. I'd like to clean off the top of the shelves and the window, and I want to see if I have some of the mats that you put under rugs so they don't slide around. I'm going to see if I can put that on the runner on top of the shelf. Hello. Hello. You feel okay? I hope they're feeling okay after they got their dewormer today. Even though Sammy didn't have worms. But potentially they all do, other than her, so who knows. Okay. You're a nice girl, Sammy. You're a nice girl, Sammy. Okay, you show me your belly. I see your belly. I see your belly. Your belly looks good. Your belly looks good. So I gave them this toy at 4 o'clock in the morning because I thought that they were really active, because usually that would be like hunting time for them. So I put this in here. They were playing with it, and that was on at the same time. So I thought, let me just distract them. And it worked for a while. So let's check on everyone else. So here's Goldie. Someone's back there laying on the floor. I can't tell if it's Richard or Ringo. They look alike. I think that's Nancy over there. Oh, and there's another cat back there. That might be Eva. So like behind Goldie, but next to Richard. I think that's Richard. That looks like Ringo. He's like upside down. See him? So I guess that's Ringo. And then that would be Eva. Unless she moved. Yeah. There, that's Eva moving around. She's probably scared. So Eva and Ringo. Maybe they're back together again, buddies. And Richard. Well, at least they're really comfortable under the day sofa. I have to say that. Right, Eva? Hello, little Eva. You're so pretty. You're so pretty, little Eva. She's looking at the toy. Look at Sammy. So this is what's going on in the trap. There's the litter, and you could see that the training pad has just been shredded up, which is fine. So the food was completely eaten. That's very good. There's still water. I'm going to take that out and wash that and take this all outside, clean it up. So it's 4:20 p.m. I just set up the trap. It's practice day, so here's rotisserie chicken. This is from the old chicken, not today's new chicken. There's like a trail of it, and then here is some salmon cat food with some chicken on it. So hopefully Ziggy will come by and eat this and not the white cat. So we'll see what happens. I do have the security camera on it. It's 5 p.m. and Ziggy's outside. She didn't go in the trap. She walked right past it. So at least she's around. She knows it's there. She knows there's food in it. If she wants to eat, she can come back and go in the trap. It's not set. It's just practice day. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I just went outside to close up the greenhouse for the day. And I looked through my fence because they're doing some kind of construction on the house next door. And they have like a big tarp up, and it's like only half closing, like an open area. And I was thinking to myself, man, I hope Ziggy doesn't go in there. And then I look and she's in the yard. She's like only a few feet away from the fence. So I tapped on the fence and I was like, Ziggy, go eat your food. I was like, I put food out for you, go eat it. And the next thing I know, I'm walking across the patio and she's walking toward the food. So that's where she is now. And what I did was I put another plate near the opening of the trap where she is now, and I put a bunch of crunchies on it. So there's crunchies on a plate near the trap opening. There's a trail of chicken leading to the back of the trap. Then there's chicken and food in the back of the trap. And look, she's walking away from it again. Hopefully she'll go back in. I'm just gonna leave her alone. I did take out the feather toy from the garage, but she didn't want to play with it. She got scared of it. So, okay, she's gonna drink some water. Maybe she'll drink some water and then come back. The camera's on it, so I'll know if she goes in or not. The camera's been good at detecting that. So I'm gonna go give the kittens fresh water. Then I want to give them another meal, and then I'll feed the other cats. It's 5:25 p.m. I'm here with 2 platters of food and a bowl for little Eva in case she doesn't want to come out. You know, she's fresh out of the trap, so she might be nervous. So they're having some wellness chicken pate with some of the fresh rotisserie chicken on it, and then a few crunchies. So I washed the top of the shelf. I wiped it down, cleaned it off, and then I found this, it's like a runner non-slip mat. It's a little bit too long. At first I was going to cut it, but then I was like, you know, I'm just going to leave it like this. Let's see if it works, if it keeps everything from sliding off. It might not. The reason why I'm not using it under my rug is because it didn't really work. So let's see if it works up here. Both of the litter boxes have been scooped out, and I put some more litter in them, topped them up. I cleaned out the water dispenser, refilled it. I put down new towels, new training pads. Everything is pretty much ready to go. There's Sammy. She probably smells the food. Oh, she's rubbing up against me. Hello, Sammy. You want a pet? Nice girl. Nice girl, Sammy. You're a nice girl. Is Richard gonna come out? Who's gonna come out to eat? Anyone gonna come out to eat? I gotta figure out where Eva is so I could give her her bowl. She gets princess treatment today. Where's little Eva? Little Eva gets princess treatment, okay? Who's where? I can't see, it's getting dark. Little Eva's right there. There's Ringo. I don't know if this is focusing. There's Goldie. Nancy just walked to the edge, so... Oh, look at this. There's Richard. See Richard? There's Richard. Richard, come out. Come out, Richard, because I know he would eat. Whatever I put in there for Goldie, he's going to eat. It ends up that Richard and little Eva might be a couple. They were laying right next to each other. I'm going to give you some food, little Eva, okay? It's your celebration dinner. It's your celebration dinner. You going to go over there? You scared? You stay right there. I just gave her a bowl of food, and I put both of the platters down. So Goldie's eating the food from the bowl underneath the day sofa. I think Eva moved over there. There's Nancy. She's going to come out. I'm going to leave the room. They'll probably go and eat. There's a camera here, so hopefully it'll pick up what they're doing. And Richard used a litter box, Nancy's using a litter box, and yeah, so far I have not seen any worms in the litter box. Sometimes you'll see that. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll keep an eye out for it though. So anyway, I'll leave. Hopefully they'll come out and eat. I did raise all the towels so they can see that the food's there. So they came out to eat once I left. And I'll check back in a little while just to see if they finished everything on the platter. If they did, I'll put some more food out. But so far these platters are working out pretty good. Maybe Nancy's not feeling good from the deworming medication. I mean, that's definitely Sammy, definitely Richard, definitely Nancy. Oh, there's Goldie. So that's Goldie. She just came out. So that's Eva. There we go. Ringo, Eva, Richard, Sammy, Nancy, Goldie. Oh, I'm glad she's eating. Okay, good. Good, everyone's accounted for. Except Nancy needs to eat something. Meanwhile, Boo is the taste tester. He has to make sure all of the chicken meets his standards before I could give it to the kittens. When I make roast turkey, he has to make sure that he tastes it first. And anytime there's a new rotisserie in the house, he has to get the first bite. Right, Boo? And he also likes to get a taste of any canned food that I'm going to give to the kittens. So, like for Ziggy, I opened up a can of salmon pate. He had to make sure that he had a taste of it. Right, Boo? Yeah. He wants to make sure that, they're getting good food. Okay? So what I'm realizing is that maybe Ziggy is not a fan of chicken. So not every cat likes chicken, and some like fish better, or maybe turkey better, or who knows what. So maybe she doesn't respond to chicken. So I think I'm gonna look in my storage cabinet downstairs, see if I have some sardines, like a regular can of sardines. Maybe I could put some pieces of sardines in there tomorrow and see if she responds to that. Look at this. Both of the platters are clean. There's a few crunchies on there, so I'll leave them here. There's Richard and Sammy. Go tell Ziggy to eat her food. So here are all the plates. There's just a few bites left on each plate, so I'm just going to leave these here, and then I'll come back later and give them some more food. So I still want to put all of these towels in the laundry, and I just looked downstairs, and yeah, I don't have like extra towels. When Ditto was here, I had lots of towels, but what happened was they were so stained because, he had that issue where he was bleeding and everything, that I ended up just throwing them out after he passed away. I was like, I'm just going to get rid of these. So some of the towels, like the green one and the blue one, those are from Christmas Tree Shop because they had pretty inexpensive towels there. Then the white ones were from Costco. There's like a Costco business center around here, and it was like a whole bunch of towels for like $25 or something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like right now I have 5 towels on this day sofa. What I might do is take a ride to the Christmas tree shops and see if they have towels right now, and maybe buy some extra towels. So that way I could put these in the laundry and then put fresh towels on here. I don't want to use my good towels. So like I'm not using my good towels that I use in my bathrooms. I just want to use, cat towels. So that's what I think I might do. Right now it's like 6:05 p.m. I might eat something first and then go out for a while and then come back and deal with the cats. Look at what's going on there. Look at someone's paws coming out from under the sofa.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
So it's 6:30 p.m. and it got dark really fast. And I'm gonna go put the trap out. I just saw what looked like Bob or maybe Baxter running that way. I don't know if they were eating any of the food. Yeah, I can't tell if any of the food has been eaten. It does not look like any of it's been eaten. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the plates out of the trap. I'll leave them under the table. I'll leave the chicken under the table, and then I'm gonna put the trap in the garage. And then tomorrow I'm gonna set it for real. I'll probably set it, I don't know, maybe a little bit later in the morning. I don't know. I have to see what tomorrow's looking like. And then let's hope we get Ziggy in it tomorrow. It's 9 p.m. and I just put down 2 platters of food. So these are 2 cans of the Trader Joe's turkey and giblets pate with some water mixed in and some dry food on top. And look at this, they're coming out to eat. Here comes little Eva. There she is. Look at this, look at Nancy. She's eating underneath Richard. Here's little Eva. Hey. Hey. Sammy. Sammy. Sammy just hissed at little Eva. And then little Eva shook it off and went back under. She's like, I'm not dealing with this. So it's just Eva and Ringo underneath the day sofa. I guess Richard doesn't want to eat. Maybe he ate too much earlier. Okay, she's going to try again. Or that was Ringo. Go around to the other platter, Ringo. Okay, there's Ringo. So he's bigger than little Eva, and she has more brown on her back than he does. Is she going to come out and eat? Okay, Ringo? I mean, it's a good sign that they're out while I'm here. I just want to see who's going to eat what. Are they going to leave you some food? Ringo, are they going to leave you some food? If they finish all the food, then I'll put another plate together for Ringo and little Eva. But I just want to see, like, what's going on. Go eat some food. You can eat. You can eat, Ringo. You're hungry, Ringo? Go eat some food. Don't let them eat it all. Maybe I need to put 3 platters in here. So I went to the Christmas tree shops. I did not buy any towels. The prices on the towels are way more than I paid. I remember paying like $3.99 for a towel. Like they were really cheap. And now they're all like $9.99. So I was like, no. But what they had was like seasonal plush blankets on sale. They were 40% off. So I ended up getting 2 plush blankets, which I think will cover that nicely. And I remembered that, you know, when Ditto was here, he was drooling a lot. And that's why I was using the towels, because they were more absorbent than blankets were. These guys are not drooling, like they're not bleeding or drooling. So I could easily use blankets instead of towels. So that's why I'm hoping the blankets fit. I got 2 of them. Look how skinny Nancy is. Hopefully, when the worm medicine kicks in, maybe she'll gain some more weight or eat some more food. She's so skinny. I also got more paper platters. They were on sale for 40% off also. It was like all the fall Thanksgiving merchandise was on sale for 40% off. So I got some of those. I also got them a new toy to play with. I got them one of those toys that are like a mouse under like the fabric. The other cats had one, but it was so loud I ended up throwing it out. Okay, here they come out. Okay, you guys gonna eat with Richard? You eat with Richard then. You eat with him. See Eva back there? She has more brown than Ringo. Come on and eat, Eva, okay? You could come on and eat. Listen, Sammy's mean to everybody, not just you. She's mean to everybody, okay? Come on out. Come on out. She's like a torty tabby. Come on, Eva. You could do it. You can do it, Eva. No mean girls allowed. No mean girls allowed. So right now it's 4 girls and 2 boys in here. Richard's going to use the litter. After they eat, I'm going to scoop the litter tonight one more time. And I want to give them that new toy to play with. Maybe it'll keep them occupied tonight. I have so many cat toys downstairs. I really need to go through my stash and take some more out for these guys. But it's a really good sign that I'm standing here and they all came out to eat, even though Eva went back under. I mean, today's her first day out of the trap, so it's really good for her. Like Ringo's eating right now. Goldie's just sitting here. Someone's purring really loud under the day sofa. So I also went to Target and I got them the larger water dispenser. And then I also got them the matching larger food dispenser. Because I figured, well, if I'm out for a full day or something, or even if I need to go on an overnight trip or something, then at least they'll have a bunch of dry food in that dispenser. I do have another one of the programmable dispensers. Actually, I have another one of the 5-meal programmable dispensers that I give the other cats when I'm going away. Like I would probably just fill that with dry food. And then I also have another one of the dispensers like the kind I use outside for the automatic feeder. I have one of those. It hasn't been set up. It was like an extra one that I thought I was going to give Stella, Boo, Splash, and Simba, like when I go away, but they can't handle it. There's too many fights. So I could potentially use that in here. I like having options, and I'd rather have what I need than not have it and, have to order it or find it somewhere and, potentially not be able to do that. So I always like having more than enough supplies than not enough. So it looks like maybe they're done. So I gave them 2 cans of food along with some crunchies. So for 6 cats, that would be about 1/3 of a can each plus some crunchies. I put a platter under the day sofa near Eva. So there's little Eva under the day sofa and I put a platter there with her. I know it's blurry. Maybe she'll eat it. I'm playing with this ball on the cat track. So they just ate, and I don't like playing with wand toys like after a cat just eats because sometimes they get an upset stomach and might vomit. Hello. Hello. Nancy's so pretty. Nancy's such a pretty girl. So is Sammy. All these cats are so handsome and pretty, right, Nancy? You gonna use a litter box? I put the platter of food on the day sofa. Nancy went to smell it, and then Richard came over. Look at these 2 lovebirds. Every time Nancy tries to eat something, he has to come over and steal it, or try to steal it. Yeah, she has a toy. She has a mouse. I don't mind if they play with toys like that after they eat. It's just, I don't want them running and jumping around. Usually, the cats would be running and jumping before they eat, when they're hunting. I just don't want to clean up vomit. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Nancy. How you doing, Nancy? Gonna eat some food? I hear someone eating under the day sofa. Sammy went under the day sofa, so I don't know if she's stealing food. Let me see your belly. Let me see your belly. Can I see your belly? Oh, there's Sammy. She's not stealing food. She's like right there. So I put the platter on the floor near Nancy before, and then Sammy like bopped her, and Nancy backed off. I told Sammy she wasn't nice because she already ate like what she wanted to. She should let Nancy eat. I think Nancy's so skinny because every time she tries to eat, she's getting either bopped by Sammy or Richard's trying to steal her food. But she loves Richard. The two of them like love each other. Right? Right, Nancy? Oh, here comes Ringo. Ringo's gonna come out. Hey, Ringo. You gonna headbutt Nancy? Are you and Nancy friends? You guys good? Whoa. She made it up there, but first she jumped onto the box and then up there, and you know, that's not a really sturdy box. Once the trapping's done and we're done with the traps, I could get rid of the box and just put the water somewhere. Most likely under the desk. Maybe they don't get along. Maybe Nancy and Ringo don't get along. I'm trying to figure out the dynamics between the cats. Oh, here's little Eva. Hey, Richard. Richard was pulling her. Maybe she wants to be near Ringo. Okay? Everybody okay? I gotta scoop the litter soon. Who's under this blanket? Who's under this blanket? It looks like Sammy. What you doing, Sammy? How you doing, Sammy? You hiding? You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl, Sammy. So there's Nancy. There's Ringo. There's Richard. In the corner is little Eva. Here's Sammy. Who are we missing? Goldie. Goldie's under the day sofa. So these are the two plush throws that I got for the day sofa. They're just plaid. Everything else had like different types of prints. Like one had dogs, the other had like pumpkins, one had like beverages. It was like all fall themed, and I just like this because it was plaid. It was really like the most plain that they had, and it also matches the floor. So I got two of these. I'm not going to put them on the day sofa yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow, or maybe I will do it now. If none of the cats are on the day sofa, maybe it's a good time to do that. And then this is the game that I got the cats. This is Cats Meow Deluxe. It says now with 3 speed settings. I think the one that I had 3 speed settings. It says the toy your cat can't resist. 30-minute auto shut off. So this should keep the cats entertained for 30 minutes. It also says mouse wand moves silently. The one that I had was not silent at all. It was like so loud. So it'll be interesting to see how this one is. But I definitely like the fact that it is supposed to stay on for 30 minutes. So I'm going to set this up for the cats in a little while, and we'll see if they play with it. So here are the 2 throws on the day sofa, and they fit really well. There's quite a bit of overlap between them. I don't have them hanging over the sides, so it's not hanging over that side, and it's not hanging over that side. However, underneath this, I do have really thin. See these? These I had on the day sofa. These were underneath the quilt that I had. So I'm just keeping them on here because they were here under the towels. So that's under these throws. These throws are so soft, like so soft. So I think the cats are going to enjoy laying on these. They're going to be more comfortable than the towels were. So here's the cats. There's Eva, Goldie, Richard, Ringo, Nancy. So one thing that I don't have in this room now anymore that I haven't had is a TV. So when I moved this desk here, and then I had like the stereo and the vinyl records here, I moved the TV out of this room just because I wasn't watching TV in this room anymore. I used to watch it with Ditto because I used to, spend time with him, like when I was training and socializing him. And then when he was sick in here, I used to put nature videos on for him. He enjoyed watching those. Sometimes I would put relaxing music on for him, just like nature sounds, like relaxing things like that. And I found that he really liked that, especially like, the other cats, they like to watch mouse videos or bird videos and stuff like that. So I'm kind of thinking maybe once Ziggy is trapped and I take the trap out and the cage out, maybe I would be able to put like a small unit here with a TV on it. Or instead of putting the TV up high, maybe I would just get something low and put a TV here. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out loud right now because, the cats do enjoy it. Boo loves it. It's 9:45 p.m. right now, and I just scooped out both litter boxes, and I can confirm that there were worms in this litter box. There was poop in this litter box, and a few pieces had what looks like worms. Of course, they're covered in cat litter, so they're a little bit harder to see, but if you've never seen roundworms that come out of a cat before, the best way I could describe them is they're about the same thickness as angel hair pasta. Not as thick as spaghetti, but they're about the same as angel hair pasta. And they're not as long as like a piece of pasta. They might be a few inches long, maybe like 2-3 inches long, but I could see what looked like that with some of the poop that I scooped. So at least I know that the dewormer's working. Tomorrow I want to take both of these litter boxes outside and, get rid of the litter, thoroughly scrub them down, sanitize them, and then put them back in here. Because usually with that medicine that the cats were on, what it usually does is it paralyzes the worms, so they'll just pass through the cat, and usually within like 24 to 48 hours they're out of the cat, and then it's just a question of whatever eggs or larvae are still inside the cat that are like reproducing. That's why you have to give the cat another dose after 2 weeks. And then the holistic vet that I take the other cats to even recommends it like another 2 weeks after that. Okay, so let's check out this Cat's Meow Deluxe toy. Let's see if it's exactly like the one that I got rid of. Maybe it's better than that one. Let's see if the cats will like playing with it. I don't know if I have to get batteries for it. So let's open it up. It says insert 3 C batteries. So I found some C batteries. That is good. There's Sammy. Oh, look, I just realized, look at this. It matches. That's nice, even though this is going to get covered. So I'm going to put this together. I just connected the wand, and Sammy's already like playing with it. She's going to eat it. You going to chew on it? Let me set it up, okay? Let me set it up first. Look at this. That's someone's paw. Whose paw is that? Whose paw is that? See how gentle they are? Okay, it's all set up. I put the cloth cover on it, and then you just secure the top. Let's see, is it going to be noisy like the last one? Is it going to be quieter? How's it going to work? It seems a lot quieter than the last one. So that's medium, fast, and random. I'm going to put it on random. So I took it off random and I put it on slow because it's their first time with the toy, so I'm just going to leave it on slow. The slow is still pretty fast. I think once I leave, the other cats will come out and check it out. So this should keep them entertained for at least a half hour. I want to see what happens if she tries to stop it. Is it going to make that horrible clicking noise? Oh yeah, look, look. It's not clicking. It's not making that horrible grinding clicking noise. This one is so much better than the one I got rid of. I'm thinking I might have to go back and get another one for the other cats. They only had 2 left on the shelf. And they were kind of up and out of the way, so I don't think most people are going to see them. And they're not open tomorrow. Maybe I'll go back Monday. Yeah, look at that. Look, look. She stopped it and it's quiet. Alright, we'll see if this lasts through the night or if they're going to break it. Someone's poking their nose out. I think it's Goldie. Goldie's like, what is this? Look at what's going on there. Look at someone's paws coming out from under the sofa. Look at Goldie's paw. She's like, I'm not going to come out, but I'm going to play. So this is the security camera that I have in the room, and there were 5 cats playing with this toy. But then Sammy and Nancy got into a little bit of an argument, and they're off near the cat tower. But right now there's 3 still playing with it. So it seems that it's really entertaining them, which is good. We'll see how long the batteries last and how long this toy lasts. So it's 10:30 and the toy stopped. I still see paws on it. That's Nancy's paws. And I just came in here to turn it back on because the cats were really enjoying it. Like at one point it was almost every cat in the room. It was 5 out of 6 cats like playing. They were all in a circle around it. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it back on for them. It's 11 p.m. and it looks like they broke the stick off. So see what they did? They pulled this part off, but this comes out. And this is what used to happen on the old one also. So I'm gonna put it on and I'll turn it back on for them and then they're good to go.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.